Pillars of the Earth is a point-and-click adventure game based off of the book with the same title. The game is split into 3 parts, so currently only the first 7 chapters are available and takes about 5.5 hours to complete, with the other 14 to be released in December and early 2018. Here you play as 3 characters. You start as a mason who's in the forest trying to find a way to take care of his family, but for the rest of the game you play as a monk trying to save his church and a forest boy that lives with his #single mom. The game takes place in 12th century England, and the story is told with a mix of cutscenes, storybook choose-your-own-adventure type moments, and dialogue within the world. The game fits perfectly in the middle of a traditional point-and-click adventure game and a Telltale game. Not too much of the collect and combine items nonsense, but the other parts about running around the world until you find the right item or talk to the right person just reminded me how little I miss these moments in adventure games. The gameplay isn't quite as painful as those more traditional adventure games, but still I just didn't find these moments to be fun. Of searching different rooms or looking for items in the environment to report back and find more. Of collecting clues with other people to progress the story. And it's made worse by the game's constant loading when you go to a new area. The load times are only a couple seconds long, but they're very noticeable and very frequent. You even have to go through loading when you bring up the map to remind yourself the direction you should be headed. A marker on the map where the character you're supposed to speak to, by the way, would have been appreciated. This is the only bad of the game though, as the storytelling and characters are great. I was intrigued with it all. And because of a heavy religious theme, the game sort of makes you think morally about the decisions you're about to make. I felt bad for choosing to do bad things, and I stopped myself from lying at times in moments that I should have. This is a sign of great storytelling and world building. I cared for the people my decision was going to affect. I didn't run into a moment in the first 7 chapters where I felt my decisions have made a huge difference in what's to come. This could change in the remaining 14 chapters not yet released. But that didn't stop me from thinking before I acted. Though the Pillars of the Earth is held back by its adventure parts, this is still a decently enjoyable but very compelling adventure game with beautiful visuals that fans of the genre shouldn't pass up. I give Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth a 7 out of 10.
What's the matter?
Did I have a father?
Yes. Everyone has a father.
What happened to him?
He died before you were born.
How could he be my father if he died before I was born?
Babies grow from a seed. The seed comes out of a man's prick and is planted in a woman's cunny. Then the seed grows into a baby in her belly, and when it's ready, it comes out.
Is Tom gonna plant a seed in you?